Let me say something that might surprise you. Most couples don't fall out of love. They fall out of connection. You can live in the same house, sleep in the same bed, and still feel emotionally miles apart. But the good news, emotional connection isn't rebuilt with grand gestures. It's rebuilt with small, intentional steps. Hi, I'm Coach Grace. I help couples rebuild trust, connection, and emotional safety, one small step at a time. And today I'm teaching you simple principles that help couples reconnect emotionally without forcing conversations, checking phones, or reopening old wounds. These come straight from the Couples Reconnection Guide. I once worked with a couple who told me, "We don't fight. We're not angry. We're just roommates." They woke up together, paid bills together, watched TV together, but emotionally they felt invisible to each other. And what broke my heart most was this. They both still cared. They just didn't know how to reach each other anymore. And that's when I tell couples this truth. Most marriages don't fall apart because of one big moment. They drift apart because of small disconnections that go unaddressed. But the same way disconnection happens in small steps, reconnection does too. Principle 1, reconnection, starts with safety, not talking. One of the biggest mistakes couples make is trying to talk their way back into closeness. But emotional connection doesn't begin with words. It begins with emotional safety. That means lowering your tone, softening your body language, removing sarcasm and defensiveness. When your spouse feels safe, they open naturally. When they don't, no amount of "we need to talk" will work. Here's a small micro habit that will help you if you practice it daily. Create one calm, predictable moment a day, even 5 minutes, where there's no problem solving, just presence. And here's the key part. No problem solving, no fixing, no while we're talking, because what usually happens is this. You finally sit down together and someone says, "So about what happened earlier?" And just like that, the walls go back up. This micro habit is different. It might look like sitting on the couch before bed, drinking coffee together in the morning, a quiet moment in the car before going inside. No agenda, no heavy conversations, just presence. You don't need deep talks every day. You need consistent safety. When your spouse knows this moment won't turn into a lecture or a conflict, their nervous system relaxes. And when the nervous system relaxes, connection becomes possible again. Start small, same time, same place, every day. That's how trust rebuilds. That's how closeness returns. Principle 2, trust is rebuilt through consistency, not apologies. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Apologies don't rebuild trust. Patterns do. You can say, "I'm sorry" 100 times, but if your behavior stays unpredictable, trust won't grow. And here's another hard truth. Control doesn't build trust. It destroys it. Checking phones, tracking locations, asking the same questions in different ways. Those things might give you temporary reassurance, but they don't create emotional safety. Trust isn't rebuilt by monitoring someone. It's rebuilt when your spouse can relax and think, "I know what to expect from you," and it's safe. You don't need a long speech. You don't need to relive the past every week. You need small, repeatable actions that quietly say, "You can count on me." That looks like following through when you say you will. Showing up emotionally, not just physically. Being predictable in the right ways, because consistency is calming. And calm is where trust starts to grow again. Do one small trust-building action daily. Even something as simple as checking in when you said you would, keeping a small promise, being emotionally present when it would be easier to withdraw. These moments may feel small, but over time they say something powerful. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to chase me. You can trust me. And that's how trust is rebuilt. Not through control, but through consistency. Micro habit for betrayal recovery. Replace monitoring with one daily trust marker. Instead of asking, "Where are you?" Try, "Can you check in like you said you would?" Instead of scrolling through a phone, notice whether actions are aligning with words. Over time, you're not ignoring the past. You're building a future that doesn't require surveillance. And here's the truth that matters most. If trust can only exist with constant control, then trust hasn't actually been rebuilt yet. Healing happens when consistency replaces fear, one small, steady step at a time. If you're thinking, "We don't need therapy, we just need guidance," that's exactly why the Couples Reconnection Guide exists. It gives you 100 small steps, trust-building habits, simple ways to bring the spark back, without forcing hard conversations. You can grab the Couples Reconnection Guide and start reconnecting one small step at a time. Because when trust breaks, love can heal. If this resonated with you, I want to invite you to take the next small step. Grab the Couples Reconnection Guide, link in description. It's filled with 100 simple steps, trust builders, and micro habits to help you reconnect without forcing conversations or reopening old wounds. And if this hit home for you, like this video so it reaches the couples who need it. Subscribe for more practical couples tips, and comment below. I read every single one, and I use your stories and questions to create future videos. You're not alone in this. Together, healing happens one small step at a time.